Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having a great day so far. So I'm excited for this video because I haven't done a sit down informative video like this in a while. This feels very new and different when I used to do them all the time. So I'm happy to be sitting here chatting with you guys today. So today I'm going to be talking all about my experience using Modern Fertility. Modern Fertility is sponsoring this video, but fun fact, I actually reached out to Modern Fertility myself because I came across their company and this product, and I thought the idea was so cool. I really wanted to work with them. It actually fits right in line with where my mind is at right now. So I've been open with you guys a little bit about how we know we want a third baby eventually. We're definitely not there yet, but when the time comes to plan and to try, I just really don't want to run into any obstacles. I don't know if this is TMI or not, but I'm still nursing Arlo and he's 14 months and I still have not gotten my first period back postpartum. So because of that, it can be really easy to kind of get in my own head and feel like I don't know what's going on with my body. And I just want to get ahead of any potential issues that we could encounter when the time does come for us to conceive a third baby, hopefully, fingers crossed. So what Modern Fertility does is they're actually a total health and wellness and fertility brand that has a bunch of different product offerings. The one I'm going to be talking to you guys about today is the hormone test that you can just take at home that will give you a total comprehensive analysis of your own fertility and your own reproductive health. But Modern Fertility actually offers prenatals. They have ovulation tests that I also have at home. You can get pregnancy tests, and then they have an app as well. And the app is really cool because you can actually track your cycle the same way you would in other places, but you can actually take a photo of your ovulation test in the app and then save a picture of it as you're tracking your cycle, as you're trying to determine your fertile days, and it will keep track of the exact specific amount of LH in your, I don't want to say urine, but urine when you're taking the ovulation test. So it's super specific, which is really helpful. I know I've seen a lot on baby boards and things like that over the last couple years, how a lot of women, when they are trying to get pregnant, they'll take an ovulation test and then use tape to tape all of the actual physical ovulation tests into a notebook and keep track that way. And Modern Fertility does all of that for you right in the app. So I think that's super cool and helpful and innovative too. Now, in terms of the hormone test specifically, this thing is amazing because one, it's really affordable. So typically if you get a fertility hormone test like this, it could cost you upwards of $1,500, and oftentimes they are not covered by insurance. So anytime you have issues with your reproductive health or fertility, it can end up running you a ton of money. It can end up being a really big expense for those who are in that situation. So that's why Modern Fertility is here to help, because it will hopefully help you catch any issues that you could come across later on and just cut out a lot of that time figuring things out. But in terms of the cost, it's much more cost effective because in comparison to all that, it's only $159 for the hormone kit that you do at home. That's super affordable comparatively speaking, and I actually have a coupon code that will save you $20 off as well too, or a link that will do so rather. So click the link in the description box and that will give you $20 off the hormone kit too. The kit itself is really easy to do. I actually saved one of the little tools so that I could show you what it looks like. It just looks like this. You open it up and prick your finger to get a little bit of blood. The instructions give you all of the details you need in terms of placement, how to hold your arm, how much blood you want, and the kit itself comes with all of the tools, all of the items you need. It even comes with a prepaid label so that you can mail your test in or mail your sample in, and then you get your results in 7 to 10 days. So truly, when you order the kit, it has everything you need all in one place. I've never done a test like this at home where I needed to collect my own blood sample. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little nervous about it because my hands shake naturally. Like I said, I haven't done something like this before. It was totally new, and it was still super easy, and I was actually able to collect the exact amount of blood you needed, but there's plenty of room to work with there, so it gives you really clear instructions on how not to collect too much blood, how not to collect not enough blood. I just felt like it was really seamless and helpful for me to get the amount of blood I needed for my sample. Then I mailed my sample in and I got the results in about a week. The coolest thing to me about Modern Fertility and the hormone test specifically is that the results are so much more comprehensive and involved than I expected. The things that Modern Fertility can tell you, it will tell you if you have a potential thyroid issue, it will give you information about your eggs, your egg count, your egg health, if you could run into issues with IVF or freezing your eggs, and then it will give you a ton of additional information beyond each specific general answer, if that makes sense. So for example, for me, one of the things I learned through the modern fertility test is that I actually have a lower egg count than your average woman my age. And that's not something I knew before. You really can't tell those kinds of things typically. What gave me peace of mind is that it did let me know that, but it also said it shouldn't interfere with my ability to get pregnant, which is good since I've already gotten pregnant twice and it was fairly easy both times. But it's something to keep in mind. So the results, when they came back to me, it actually said you may have a lower egg count than the average woman your age, which means that if I were to do IVF or I were to freeze my eggs later on, it could be harder for me than your average person my age because I have less eggs to begin with. So that's really helpful for me to know. Say if we did run into any fertility issues later on, you can actually even print your results straight from the Modern Fertility website. It will give you all of the information. No matter how much time has passed, it tells you what day you took the test, and you can download a PDF or download a file of it and take those results into your doctor to discuss them more in details if you are looking to get help. So if we run into issues down the road, I could always do that. I could take my modern fertility results to my doctor and get assistance and hear his perspective there. It also told me that I don't have any thyroid issues, so that was a really big relief. But another thing it told me is that I could potentially go into menopause a little bit earlier than your average person or your average woman my age. So I thought that was really interesting. I would have no idea about that or no idea to expect something like that, but having a better grasp on my health in that way, just like I said, gives me the peace of mind I need as we go into the next chapter to try for a baby later on down the road. Not right now, but later on. I feel like I have the tools and I'm equipped mentally and physically with the paperwork to do so. So the results actually will give you specifics for your specific hormone levels. It broke it down for me. I have my results right here. I actually was going to show you guys so that you have a really good idea of how it all works. So it broke down my results in terms of two different types of hormones, AMH, and then you can actually hover over it and it will tell you specifically what that means because I have no idea what that means. So AMH, the hormone produced by the follicles in your ovaries that surround each egg, and then TSH, which is the hormone produced in the brain, and that's more related to your thyroid and how you produce other hormones. So for me, my hormones related to my thyroid are normal, which is good because that means I don't have any thyroid issues, but my AMH is slightly low, and that's where we could dig in a little bit more to find out more about my eggs. Then when you scroll down, it will give you so much information in terms of fertility and ovulation and ovaries and eggs, and everything you need to know is all in one place. It's really cool because you can actually click into each subject and then get just like a plethora, like basically a textbook under each subject. I was so pleasantly surprised by that. Not that I didn't expect to get so much great knowledge, but I kind of expected just sort of like a rundown of my own analysis, kind of like when I was pregnant and I would get blood work done through the doctor. It gives you just sort of like a yes, no, red flags, like general view of your levels with your blood work. But with the hormone test through Modern Fertility, you get all that and you get a ton of additional resources in terms of, having you be prepared to understand what it is you're actually looking at and what that topic in general means. So general wellness, like teaching you about TSH, teaching you about thyroid issues, teaching you about how ovulation works in general. It's all in one place when you get your results. I think that is so cool and helpful. On the website, when you're in your own customized like portal dashboard, so everybody has their own personalized dashboard too, and like I said, you can always reference back to your results later on, but it will also keep track of them for you. So say if you take the test now and then you take the test in 6 months or a year, you'll still have your answers saved from the first time. So you can actually track how your hormones are changing on the dashboard as well too. So that is also really cool. On top of that, you do have a personal fertility team at your disposal too. So those resources I was talking about from Modern Fertility, it's not just the hormone test, it's not just the ovulation tests and the pregnancy tests and the app and the dashboard. It's also an actual team of consultants. So if you have questions about your results or you want to speak with somebody, you can always call in and speak with one of their fertility nurses. They also have weekly webinars that you can attend. They call them Egginars, which I think is super cute and clever. Plus, there's even a Facebook group and different social aspects like that, so you can connect with other people who are going through the same thing as you. I know for me, I love to be a part of like local Facebook Facebook moms groups and things like that just to get a pulse on my community there. And it can be a really great place to meet people and make friends and also lean on others for support and also offer support in that way. So I think that's amazing that Modern Fertility does a great job of connecting us that way. The other thing I want to mention in terms of like personalization and how it's customized is that, like I just explained, we are not in a situation right now where we want to get pregnant now, but we know in the future we would like to be, so I can still utilize something like this. However, one of my friends is trying to get pregnant, and so she ordered this kit, and the whole process of getting her sample is totally different because she does get a period currently. She is actively trying to get pregnant. It will tell you specifically what day of your cycle to test and get the blood sample. And then my experience getting the blood sample and taking the test was different because my goals are different with the hormone test. So I think that's really cool. It's amazing how Modern Fertility can customize the whole experience, not just in the results you're getting, but in how you actually go about it. So it's truly keeping your goals and your specific health in mind when it comes to giving you your results and giving you the information you need to move about your life in the way that you personally are looking to do so. So overall, I have had such a positive experience with Modern Fertility. I would definitely recommend them. Like I said, I've already been recommending them to friends, and I just think this is really the way of the future when it comes to understanding our general health and wellness and reproductive health. And it's something I'm super passionate about, as you guys know if you've been around my channel for a little while. So if you're looking to get something like this, you can click the link in my description box. But like I said, you can stock up on a lot of goodies from their website as well too. I'll have all of the information in the description box down below. Thanks again to Modern Fertility for sponsoring this video, and let me know if you guys have any questions. I'm an open book, so I'm happy to answer any questions you have in the comment section too. Otherwise, I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.